Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been absolutely forever since I've done one. I haven't been interested in playing League much. Mage items suck, though it doesn't feel that great, so I've been taking time off, been playing other games, and it's been pretty good. Been enjoying lots of Dark Souls Celeste. It Takes Two with Ryan has been really awesome. Oh, and my new rig. I've had this on my stream for a month or two now, but it looks absolutely amazing. My friend Lena did an amazing job. And I'm here today to tell you about the brand new champion that's coming to League, which is Vex. Vex the Gloomist, and she's coming in patch 11.19. So, if you've been watching my stream for a while, you know I've been very, very excited for Vex. Because of me being burnt out of League so much, I'm looking for something to grab me back into the game. I need something to help me. Boom. Vex, the new champion. She was supposed to be an artillery mage, but they actually changed her because they couldn't figure out how to make her work as an artillery mage, which I'm a bit sad about that because the last release was Vel'Koz in 2014, something ridiculous like that. And artillery mages sort of are the worst champs in this meta, I would say. They are immobile and there's so much healing in the game that poke just doesn't stick, so people don't generally play them. But yeah, now she's supposed to be a traditional mage slash burst. We don't really know if she's going to be bursty because we don't have her numbers. But if you didn't know, I'm a League partner, so I get access to special things that Riot give out. So I'm an NDA League partner as well, so I signed an NDA to see champions coming up in the future. I get like a couple of days notice before everyone else does, so you can make YouTube videos, etc. I've never really done that because by the time I got the NDA, I wasn't really uploading on YouTube much anymore. But I definitely did want to make a video for Vex. So, here is her base skin. She is absolutely amazing, by the way. She has a cute little waddle. Her personality is really dark. She's super annoyed by everything. So she's supposed to be really, really annoyed by mobility. So we're going to probably see that in her abilities herself. And also, this is her skin coming out on her release. The Vex aesthetic, I really, really like. I love the colors. I love the dark blue and the teal for her. Not too sure how I feel about this because she's all dark and gloomy. I feel like the skin would be a bit too bright for her, but we're gonna see how it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down all of her abilities now. So I know all of her abilities before other people, and only other LPPs know as well. So I'm going to put the ability on the screen and show it to you for a few seconds, and then explain what it is. We're going to speculate, see, you know, how good is this? Would this synergize with anything? So yeah. And now I'm going to show you Vex's passive, which is called Doom and Gloom. So that is Vex's passive. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller so I can talk to you guys easier. So this passive is a two-part passive, as shown from the name. So Doom. Periodically, Vex becomes empowered by Doom, causing her next basic ability to interrupt dashes and fear enemies. So we're seeing her being annoyed at champions, at bubbly champions, mobility champions. We're seeing that already with her passive. As you can see there. I actually really, really like this. I'm unsure about the interrupt dashes part. It's gonna have to be very, very precise because it is a periodic thing. It seems you don't seem to be able to judge when you get it. Maybe there's a timer before it, unsure. And also most dashes on mid lane are just very instant and very fast, like Yasuo or Yone or Silas. So I'm wondering how it would work with those kind of champions on mid lane. And also the second part of her passive, Gloom. Whenever a nearby enemy dashes or blinks, they become marked with Gloom. Vex's next basic attack against a marked enemy detonates the mark, dealing bonus damage and refunding part of Doom's cooldown. That's really amazing. Imagine playing versus a Yasuo on mid lane. They just perma-dash. You just get to do bonus damage to them constantly. That's really awesome. And then it also makes the main part of her passive, Doom, come up even faster. So her basic attack will then do bonus damage and interrupt dashes potentially together. I really like that. I really like that so much. Wondering what her basic attack range is. We don't have specific numbers on this. Not too sure on how high the damage would be as well, but I'm really liking this theme so far. As you guys know, mid lane right now is just a bunch of assassin champions. There's so much mobility in the game. They introduced the new items. There's Prowler's Claw, which before there was Stride Breaker, but they removed the dash. It's like Gale Force as well. Gale Force is my most hated item. I can't stand that item. But there's such a huge mobility creep, and there's never been really any champion that just to lock down these kind of champs. Just to say, no, screw your mobility, I'm coming in. Alright, now we're gonna have a look at her next ability, which is called Mistral Bolt. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna bring this down again. Okay, Mistral Bolt. Vex launches a way forward, dealing magic damage to enemies it passes through. After a short delay, the wave accelerates but has reduced width. Mistral Bolt detonates Gloom on any marked enemy it hits. So I'm going to assume this is going to be her bread and butter ability. Generally, that's how it is with most champions with Q, and especially mages as well. So, deals damage through every single thing it hits. Every single enemy, minions, monsters, champions. It seems to be quite long range at the tip as well. It's very slow initially, but then as it says in the ability, it accelerates towards the end. I think that ability range might be around like 900 range, so that's already quite long range. Just for her Q. I really like that. So it also detonates Gloom on any marked enemy it hits. That is, you know, imagine getting someone really low and you have Gloom on top of them, and then you can just proc Gloom with this Q. So you'll do a long range snipe and then also apply extra damage on that. Maybe you can see Horizon Focus working potentially well, even though the item's not that great. I do love the range on her ability. Yeah, this is probably the ability you're gonna max first because it goes through everything. Will be her wave clear. I really, really like it. And now we're gonna show you her W, which is Personal Space. There we go. Oh, I'm so incredibly excited for Vex. Doesn't sound like it right now. I had my second vaccine. I'm a bit tired. It's 11 PM right now. Just trying to get out this video before she comes live. Vex gains a shield and emits a shockwave, dealing magic damage to enemies around her. Personal Space detonates Gloom on any marked enemies it hits. So there's another way to proc Gloom. Just not only autos, just her first two abilities as well. Again, we can't really tell right now how big her shield is going to be. And the AoE is actually quite decent on her W. I like it. Wait, personal space detonates gloom on any marked enemy it hits. So the projectile seems to be quite fast. So, you know my concern that I brought up about her autos not being able to interrupt dashes with gloom on her passive? Well, the W is very, very instant, as you can see here. So that would be awesome with interrupting longer range dashes. Like Lee Sin. I think they could help a lot with Yasuo as well, even though his dashes are quite small. Doesn't say anything about her W gaining more shield around people, so maybe it's just a flat shield. Probably won't be too strong. I can imagine that it would be a shield around Ori's strength. Around like 60 level 1, scaling back to 270. Because I imagine the shielding is not going to be a main part of her kit. Okay. So I'm going to show you now her E, which is Looming Darkness. Here we go. Another decently ranged ability. We'll see. Shadow flies to a location, increasing in size as it travels. Increasing in size? On arriving, Shadow deals magic damage, slows, and marks enemies hit with gloom. So there's a lot of proccing or applying her passive throughout her kit. Because it says Shadow flies to a location, increasing in size as it travels. I would imagine that this ability right here is not being shown at its max range. Again, we don't receive numbers, we don't receive exact ranges on everything. But because it says that there, and it looks relatively short here. Or maybe it's increasing the size of the E. Like you see the tiny, tiny bit, it was a small circle and then gets slightly bigger. So if you put it right on top of you, it doesn't become that large. Maybe? Let's see. What's her slow? Looks like quite a strong slow, like 40%. Not too bad. Marks enemies hit with gloom. So you generally seems like you open up with E, while Q seems to be the longer range ability. You want to mark people with gloom and then you can use your Q to detonate it. And also W detonates gloom as well. So it looks like you're going to be opening with E a lot in this case. But again, the ability doesn't seem as long range as the Q, so I wonder how far it goes. So she... let's see. Yeah, all of her CC right now mainly is in her passive with the fear. You do have a bit of slow with this, but her hard CC is on her passive. As you can expect with control mages or just mages in general in mid lane, they need some sort of CC to do well. Yeah, I like it so far. Skill shots, I'm absolutely obsessed with skill shot mages. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for Vex. So now I'm going to be showing you her ultimate, which is called Shadow Surge. There we go. Okay, Shadow Surge. Shadow flies forward, marking and dealing magic damage to the first enemy champion hit. Vex can then recast his ability to have Shadow pull her to the marked target, dealing additional magic damage. Oh! If the marked target dies within a short time of taking damage from Shadow Surge, Vex can cast Shadow Surge again within a few seconds. Okay, there was a trailer showing Vex very briefly, but it didn't explain her abilities. from the trailer, it looked like her R has extreme long range. So you can pick off people in a fight. It looks like she'd be absolutely amazing in skirmishes where you pick someone off with your long range abilities, your R, you dash to them, then you can dash at someone else. I really, really like that. Oh, the reset potential on this would be absolutely insane. So she has 3 line sort of skill shots. Her W is in an AoE around her. Yeah, I can imagine her really loving scrappy fights around river, baron fights, dragon fights, any place where people are grouping up and then somewhat separated as well. I think full on 5v5 she wouldn't thrive as much, but we'll have to see her numbers as well. But definitely amazing at picking people off. A lone squishy, just walking along. You can dash at them from a million range. At least that's what it looks like on her release video. I'm super excited. I want her to be amazing. So, are there any abilities that you would think, you know, are quite close to Vex? You know, how we've had Yone, etc. What Riot tend to do is they release a champion with a new ability, new sort of style in their kit, and then they seem to release it over the next few patches on other champions as well. Like the whole wind wall mechanic that came in, then Braum got it. Stuff like that. Unsure if I see anything here. There's not anything that's really groundbreakingly new from Vex, I would say. Just seems like a very standard mage. I do really like her art though. There seems to be a lot of resetting on kill mobility moves. So we've had Samira, we've had Akshan as well with his E. Now this is Vex's R. There are a lot of mobility coming in while she also hates mobility herself. That's pretty funny. What do you guys think of Vex? Are you excited for her? To be honest, the most recent mage champion, I don't count Seraphine, sorry, she's a support, was Nico, and I was super obsessed with her as well, but then her ulti became really hard to land because so many people have so much mobility to dodge it. And I hate playing versus assassins. Well, I've played versus assassins for years and years and years, but this season it feels somewhat insufferable with the amount of damage and the amount of healing in the game, and then even more mobility with prowlers, etc. I'm super, super excited for her. What do you guys think? I love her aesthetic. I love the deep purple colors. Also, we were sent different icons for Vex. So let me see if I can bring them up here. You'll see them in the thumbnail. See, this is Vex's W. And we also sent Vex's W2. So I can imagine that this is her passive, and it lights up on your HUD which ability, or is it a random ability? Oh no, her next basic ability. So it will make all of her abilities look more green. Applying yeah, her next ability becomes powered by Doom. There's a lot of ways to add Doom and Gloom onto your rotation, so you really got to think about which order to use it on. I like that a lot. Yeah, your HUD should light up with these two abilities. Yeah, what do you guys think? Oh, I hope she's good. I hope she's good. I've been really excited. I love her aesthetic, her mood, where she hates life. All too relatable. Love it so much. I'm going to be absolutely spamming the hell out of Vex when she comes to PvE, so you guys can come to the stream to go and watch me do that. And hopefully I'll get some video gameplay out for you as well on YouTube again. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous with doing YouTube videos still because I've been out of practice. And I'm also not very good at just talking to myself. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? But when I'm streaming, I'm always talking to other people and I don't even think about it. Now that I'm talking on my own to my PC, I feel kind of nervous and shy. It's very odd, I know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any synergies that you think Vex will be good with? I think just any sort of CC AD jungler would be amazing because she has a lot of skill shots in her kit. Anything where people can jump along with her, any other diving champions, that could be pretty amazing. I can't imagine how you're supposed to use her ulti in a late game team fight. Gonna be quite difficult, but definitely her pick potential will be amazing. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. And if you've been wondering where I've been and you've been wanting to see more content, I do stream every single day at twitch.tv/Vicksy. Yeah, sorry for the lack of YouTube videos again. Thank you all so much for the support. And I hope you enjoy it. Also, I will be making a Mobifier guide on Vex as well, because I'm obsessed with her. So look out for that. That will be released on the day of her release. I will be non-stop focusing on her over the next 2 weeks. I'll be playing her so much. I'll be looking into her abilities, practice tool, trying absolutely everything to see if there's any special combos that they don't announce. You know, like how Ari can charm Flash. Yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night. I'm going to sign off here. Thank you everyone for watching. And I'll see you soon with hopefully some more Vex videos. Goodbye!